You're not Large Marge. Large Marge? Yeah. I think tonight calls for a wax and chat. Welcome fellow Kiss fans, welcome to It's All For You Demons, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan. Welcome to the Wax Night Basement. Tonight, waxing and chatting. The vibes of the Wax Night Basement and the big announcement of the Destroyer box set. You know, a big release like that. Halloween just a few weeks away. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful fall. Speaking of beautiful, Mrs. Pee Wee's. So, 1982 vibes. The sounds and the feel of outside at night right now are totally the intro to the I Love It Loud music video. And so I am in a very much Killers and Creatures of the Night mood. And of course, Destroyer is another album that is often brought out in October. There are a handful of Halloween records, seasonal fun records to play at Halloween time. And my go-to Halloween records are the Gene Simmons solo album. Absolutely 100% in my DNA and a perfect record for me to escape to in October. The Paul Stanley solo record has to be played at night. This is such a night, fall record for me. Killers, as I said earlier, I am full on in a crazy like 1982 vibe. I don't know why. I'm just in a real 80s mode this year. And Killers and those costumes and that era are really, really striking my fancy. And lastly, Creatures of the Night. You have to play Creatures of the Night during Halloween, during October. The cover just calls for it, but made me think, what does the 85 cover beckon to? And to me, it's the same vibe. It's a Halloween vibe, but this is during the day, during sunset. This is October Nights. And while we are talking albums, I had a tremendous idea and a very, very fun Wouldn't It Be Cool If had Kiss released a Chamber of Thrills haunted house record. To coincide with the release of Phantom of the Park 1978, you release a haunted house record featuring the wonderful Hoyt Curtin Hanna-Barbera music, the sounds of the Chamber of Thrills.
Kid stuff.
And you just compose it into a wonderful children's record. If you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you remember these. Being the nerd I am, I have both versions. Grew up with the orange, but I love that white one. And you recall the absolute fun of heading down to your parents' basement, turning out all the lights, putting up blankets over the windows so it's complete black, dark, and hitting play on these wonderful, glorious, fun records. Well, I know what you're thinking. How is that going to take up two sides of a record? So my solution is, as the Disney records, side one, were a spoken word.
You are a bold and courageous person, afraid of nothing.
As our dream product would be, a children's record, you simply solve it by doing one of these. Tell the story of Phantom of the Park on record.
I've been under enormous pressure for 20 years inventing things that have made you a millionaire.
And lastly, for our October Halloween era, listening, the Almighty Destroyer from 1976. If you know, I'm not a big Destroyer guy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We all have different opinions. Personally, I've never gelled with this record. I've always thought Rock and Roll Over was a much better record. And so saying that, am I surprised that the first box set that Kiss is releasing is Destroyer? No, I'm not. For whatever reason, I know it, you know it, Kiss knows it. This record is viewed as the be-all, end-all Kiss record. So, when the news dropped that this box set was coming out, my initial reaction was probably 80% yes, I will buy it, and 20% no. So let's talk through my reasons of no. First off, the exclusive collectibles included. And looking at these on the shelf and on the wall always brings like a cool, very cool nostalgic vibe. These are from the era. These were owned by children of 1976 who were Kiss fans. And to imagine that just reprints are going to be out there and new pieces exactly like this are going to be out there doesn't decrease the sentimental and nostalgic aspect of this, but it cheapens it. It almost feels like, will I have an urge anymore to complete this 1976 Army kit? Because if I buy the box set, I'll have it all. And my second big no is I'm not a huge Destroyer fan. Destroyer is probably one of my least played Kiss records. Am I going to throw down $200 celebrating an album I rarely play? And now to the yeses. Disc 2 of the demos. Basically, it's a Gene Simmons solo album demo, almost. So I'm very much looking forward to Disc 2. Another plus for me is the Destroyer stage blueprint. Rarely do we see anything Destroyer. It's so weird. You rarely see footage of the stage, shots of the stage. You rarely see any of that. So that I am looking forward to. That was definitely a yes. Disc 3, I was sold hearing Beth acoustic mix, because in my first initial thought was it's going to be the mix from Phantom of the Park. Kiss has since then released a little audio clip on their Instagram page, and it is not. But lastly, on that Disc 3, track 19, Ain't None of Your Business. That clip right there was a major yes.
I said you'll have fun, and I won't disappoint you.
So given my 80-20 view of yes, no, I did it. I said yes. Reason numero one why I said yes. Rick from It's All For You Demon. Why I said yes to a Destroyer box set of an album I rarely listen to. It's because me, have been bitching about Kiss doing box sets for years. Guess what? Kiss did a box set. Put your money where your mouth is, chump. I did it. I've been wanting a box set. I got it. Who cares what it is? Do it. Have fun. And as Kiss FAQ said, if we don't buy this, we can't later on say, oh, I wish they'd do a Rock and Roll Over box set, or I wish they'd do an Elder box set. We can't say that. Because if we don't buy this, they'll never do it again. But if we do buy this, the fun will never cease. And that is what I am looking forward to. I am looking forward to this box set. I already took off some days the week it's going to ship, because I know this is going to be a full-on living room, spread the goodies out, and listen to this thing all day long. And basically just spend an entire day, week, month in pure Kiss bliss. Speaking of bliss, the baby girlies. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for waxing rock and roll nostalgia with us. Be good to your babies. Spay, neuter, microchip. Take care, be safe. We'll talk to you soon. Happy fall. Happy Halloween season, everyone. Ooh, look at her blow out those jabberjaws. Oh, Pee Wee says good night, folks. Good night. Hi. Hello. Yuck. Night.